By far the craziest thing I've ever done. I just finished the Quran in one day. See that timer? 19 hours straight. All these tallies are all the pages. From the mischief of the slinking. What the heck? So today we're starting, and I'm not gonna move. The time here, the apple sitting there proves to you that apple's gonna decay, and I'll be drinking mango. Let's begin. The cow. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate. Aleph. This book is not to be doubted. It is a guide for the righteous who believe in the unseen and are steadfast in prayer. Muhammad was just warning.
Video circulating on YouTube, a man does something out of the ordinary. This man, Grayson Brock, an American content creator, has made waves in the online world with his exceptional content. What he did this time isn't something typical. It's a journey that might transform his life in the future. The video on his YouTube channel documents his remarkable feat, reading an entire holy scripture in one sitting. This is not an easy task, as not everyone can accomplish it. However, what truly grabbed the public's attention was his decision to read the Quran in one go.
Lord, do not charge us with more than we can bear. Pardon us, forgive our sins, and have mercy upon us. You alone are our protector. Give us victory over the unbelievers. I just finished the cow. The cow summary. Believers, submit all of you to God and do not follow in Satan's footsteps. God is aware of everything. God is all-knowing. The House of Imran.
In total, he spent 18 hours completing his reading. Tirelessly, he marked significant points on his body to track his progress and the parts that held special meaning to him during his reading of the Quran. After 18 long hours, Grayson finally completed his mission.
Last surah. And I have officially finished the Quran in one day. Mankind. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate. Say, I seek refuge in the Lord of mankind, the King of mankind, the God of mankind, from the mischief of the slinking prompter who whispers in the hearts of mankind, from jinn and mankind. My brain's sleeping.
From his reading of the Quran, he distilled 3 key insights that were profoundly meaningful to him. First, the importance of reverence and obedience to God, without associating any partners with him. Second, the necessity of self-restraint from worldly desires and living in accordance with divine guidance. Third, the duty and virtue of being good to one's parents, as honoring one's parents is a core tenet of religious teachings.
I wrote these like 15 minutes ago because I got the themes of the book. The first one being to fear God. That is the first theme of this book. It is essentially having a deep respect for God. Number 2, don't follow your desires. This is a verse from the Quran. Happy shall be he that keeps himself pure. So don't just follow your desires, because following your desires might lead you to sin. And sinning is when you go against yourself. That's what sinning is. That's what the Quran says sinning is. And lastly, this is from the Quran. Be kind to your parents.
Even though he's a Christian, Grayson has a penchant for venturing into uncharted territories without hesitating to step out of his comfort zone. Initially, he harbored unfavorable biases about Islam, influenced by media portrayals and his social milieu. During his Quranic reading, he anticipated stumbling upon verses related to terrorism and violence. However, he was taken aback by what he encountered. Instead, he unearthed the beauty inherent within the Quran, going as far as describing it as the most serene thing he had ever encountered.
I read the entire Quran in one sitting as a white boy, Christian, and I was shocked. Because, and I can prove that I read the whole thing because you can see the video right there, but I was shocked because I thought it was going to be like really evil and about, I don't know, heroism, and it was actually amazing. And the most peaceful thing after finishing, I was just like, wow. I feel like I've had some questions answered about life. It literally says, ward off evil with good. Where did this notion come from that people think Islam is very evil and aggressive and angry? Maybe it's because the news. I think it's because the news. Everything is from the news is fake. The news is fake. We gotta stop watching the news.
Although he had dedicated his life to studying the Bible, reading it in its entirety gave him a fresh perspective. He was taken aback by the severe acts depicted in the Old Testament, which he found crazy. When he turned to the Quran, he noticed significant shared values between Islam and Christianity. The Quran's profound depth and intensity impressed him, despite its smaller size compared to the Bible. Conversely, Grayson felt that modern Christianity has strayed from its roots. This realization led him to contemplate Jesus' warning about a divided kingdom's inevitable downfall.
I just read the entire Bible and the entire Quran. When I read the Bible, I was surprised at how violent it was. I've been studying the Bible my whole life, but reading all the way through, the Old Testament is crazy. And I also, reading the Quran made me realize that the values that Muslims share with Christians, or that they do share values, pretty much everything is the exact same. Islam and the Quran is just a much more to the point. It's 1/10 of the size of the Bible, so it's only 10%. Much more clear cut, as you can kind of tell, in Arabic and Muslim culture, they're more strict, or they're just there's no bullshit, basically. They don't mess around with all this time, and you don't disrespect the Prophet Muhammad, and you don't disrespect Islam. Although Christianity feels like it's not really standing for much anymore, because now it's just so loose and everywhere. And Jesus said, a kingdom divided will fall.
Additionally, he reflected on the Bible's teaching that blasphemy against God is the only act that brings about God's wrath.
Islam is cracked. You want to know why? Because wudu. I have to wear my shoes right now without any socks, because I actually forgot socks, right? So I showered, I don't have socks, and my feet are all dirty. Frick, right? This is a problem that we all deal with, but it will be solved, because at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, if you do a second prayer of the day, you'll wash your face, wash your hands, and you'll wash your feet. So it's you stay clean the entire day if you just follow the daily prayers, because before each prayer you wash yourself. And when I say wash yourself, I mean you just wash your face and feet and hands. It sounds so simple, but doing that 5 times a day is life-changing. Literally life-changing. You will never have a dirty face, you'll never have dirty ears, you'll never have a dirty nose, you'll rinse out your mouth. Wudu. Islam is cracked. My name is Grayson Brock, I'm 21 years old. Follow to see more. What happens next? It's a journey.
In his view, this blasphemy occurs when someone places anything above God, which he regarded as a severe sin. He began to understand that worshiping a human being as God is the most blatant form of blasphemy. This realization made him more critical of the concept of divinity in Christianity.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's the Christian prayer, and Jesus told his disciples how to pray. And it starts off with, Our Father. Jesus was worshiping God. And Jesus spoke Aramaic. You know how he said God, how you say God in Aramaic? Look it up. Allah. This just might be the only religion left. The only monotheistic religion left. Truly monotheistic. Monotheistic means following the one creator, one. Intuitively, everyone knows that there must be one. We must have come from one source, and that source is the truth. And that truth is God. That's the idea of God, is that it's the truth. Islam is cracked. You want to know why? Because wudu. I have to wear my shoes right now without any socks, because I actually forgot socks, right? So I showered, I don't have socks, and my feet are all dirty. Frick, right? This is a problem that we all deal with, but it will be solved, because at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, if you do a second prayer of the day, you'll wash your face, wash your hands, and you'll wash your feet. So it's you stay clean the entire day if you just follow the daily prayers, because before each prayer you wash yourself. And when I say wash yourself, I mean you just wash your face and feet and hands. It sounds so simple, but doing that 5 times a day is life-changing. Literally life-changing. You will never have a dirty face. You'll never have dirty ears. You'll never have a dirty nose. You'll rinse out your mouth. Wudu. Islam is cracked. My name is Grayson Brock. I'm 21 years old. Follow to see more. What happens next? It's a journey. This is by far the craziest thing I've ever done. I just finished the Quran in 1 day. See that timer? 19 hours straight. All these tallies are all the pages. Unbelievable what it says. Such as this. To be kind to your parents. I mean, we need to get rid of this thing. This is disgusting. The second thing that this disgusting book taught me was this. To not follow my desires. Which is quite contrary to what everyone else has been telling me and what the news has been telling me. They've been telling me to follow my desires, so I've been doing that. I haven't been working out. I've been eating McDonald's and Kit Kats and Starburst, and life is just great. And I also want to identify as a pony. And the third thing that this book teaches is this, that God is the truth. And that is exactly why I'm starting a petition to absolutely eradicate this book. I mean, look at it. The past 10 years, our society has gotten so much better when everybody started following themselves, right?